to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 favorite foundations. Yes, you heard that right. You guys know I just want to give you a little backstory on my skin. I do have rosacea and I also have dry skin. So my face when it comes to foundations is picky AF. So I have a really hard time with foundations, and I have gone through a lot of foundations that my skin doesn't like and I had to stop using them. So yeah, I just quickly wanted to come on here and share with you guys some of the foundations that have worked for me. Maybe if you have dry skin like myself and you're looking for something, maybe this can help. I always want to tell you guys, always get a sample. If you're trying to go in for a high-end foundation, always get a sample before buying the actual product. I have learned that the hard way, believe it or not. So my biggest advice to you guys is always ask for a sample. Sometimes the girls won't be so nice because obviously they want to sell the actual product, but us as customers, we have the right to get samples. So especially like in Sephora and stuff like that, you guys can ask for samples, and I definitely highly suggest that you guys do, because like I said, me being a person that has struggled with my skin type, I sometimes buy foundations and you can no longer sometimes you can no longer return them or exchange them. And so yeah, it is like a journey, and I got to accumulate a lot of foundations because of that. So if you're interested, keep watching. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you guys like this series. That way I'll know that you guys like these type of videos, and I will continue to make more. And also, if you guys want to follow me on social media, remember I'm going to leave all my social media down below. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So I guess I'm going to start with the foundation that I like the most. It was very hard for me to pick one because I kind of feel like all of these are my favorite. I wish I could have put 6 in, because you guys know my Too Faced Born This Way is my ride or die, but unfortunately I don't have it anymore because I already finished it, and I'm kind of trying to venture into new products. So the first foundation I want to mention to you guys, it's not drugstore. Sorry, I know you guys are gonna kill me, but I try to incorporate a lot more drugstore this time around. Yo girl has been trying a lot more drugstore stuff, so I'm very excited. And yeah, so the first foundation I want to talk about, it's the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation. I use mine in golden medium. I believe, I don't really know, but I think this foundation is already discontinued. I have to admit that when I started trying this foundation, I did not like it the first time. I don't know, there was something about it that I didn't like, and later in my life, I went back and I repurchased it, tried it again, and my skin loved it. So yes, that's why I'm saying I strongly suggest you guys that you get samples, because like I said, it's happened to me before. This foundation is what I call like my pampering foundation, because it is very expensive. So I only use it like in super important occasions. Most of the times when I film, I don't tend to use my most expensive foundations because they're expensive, but sometimes, you know, I'll feel a little luxurious and I'll go for it. So I tend to use especially this one, I tend to use it more for like special events or something, you know, that I know I'm gonna be taking a lot of pictures. It doesn't have a flashback, and I like to use it with a very blurring primer. I feel like it helps the foundation, and if you have a little texture, I feel like that just pairs perfectly with it. So I highly suggest you use a blurring primer with that foundation. Like I said, I myself like to apply it with a beauty blender or a brush. How my skin feels. Most of the times my skin is not feeling itself, so I tend to gravitate more toward a beauty blender because it does not use as much product as a brush, and it doesn't make an expensive foundation go to waste. The next foundation I want to talk about is a drugstore foundation. Yay! So this foundation has been, I want to say, my other ride and die besides the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. because I don't know what it is about this foundation. I keep going back every time I want to venture into something else. I keep going back to this one. It is so affordable, and the quality of pictures you can take with it is just amazing. I love it. I almost feel like I don't need a primer because, like I say, I have dry skin, but I definitely don't like silicone primers with this one because this one's a little more liquidy than the Marc Jacobs. The Marc Jacobs is indeed a little bit more gel-like, and this one is a lot more liquidy. So I'm talking about the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I don't feel that it mattifies me at all. And this one says that it's made for normal to oily skin types. I don't feel that me having dry skin that affects the foundation. I think it makes the foundation look super nice on my skin, and that has never happened before with a normal to oily foundation. So I don't know what it is. My skin just loves the Fit Me foundation. Like I said, love to pair that one with a more tacky feeling primer because I feel like it just makes the foundation stick, you know, longer. So that is a big go-to of mine. Most of the times when I'm filming, I am using this one. Not today. Today I'm trying a new product, which you guys will see that soon. But yes, if you're into trying a new foundation and you haven't tried the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I highly suggest it. The next foundation I want to talk about is another high-end foundation. Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. Now again, this is a matte, claims to be a mattifying foundation. I don't feel it mattifies me that much. This foundation, and you don't exfoliate as often, it will accentuate like dry skin and patches. It will cling to your patches. So if you're using this foundation and you have dry skin, I highly suggest the night before, kind of exfoliate your skin a little or give your skin a little scrub or something so it can be nice and polished, and then this foundation will work amazingly for you. I love it, and it claims to be 14-hour wear, but I really don't think it's 14 hours. And another thing that I love about this foundation is the packaging. It's like a squeezy tube, kind of like a toothpaste. And that to me is amazing because I have kids, and you know, kids grab everything. If it were to be glass, you know, they probably would have broken it by now. And so I love this. I feel like it doesn't get contaminated because it has a pump as well. It doesn't have, like the Fit Me has a big opening, and this were to spill everywhere, my kids would get to it. But this one, no, it has a little pump, and it's a lot more hygienic because whatever you use, and none of the bacteria will go. Next foundation I want to talk about is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. At first, you guys, I have to admit that I was not into this concept at all because this foundation is hella runny. But there's days where you don't feel like wearing much. This is the foundation you need because you can really customize it to almost nothing wearing on your face to something super buildable. This is a foundation that builds up really, really nicely. It doesn't cake up at all. And I feel like whenever I need, you know, a little bit more coverage, even with other foundations, I gravitate to use this because it is so good for building like a lot more like coverage. So I love this. I wear it in days where I don't want to wear anything at all. I just want to kind of unify my skin tone, and I also wear it in days where I feel like having a little bit more coverage, but not as much as per se with the Too Faced one. So this foundation is like $7.99, I think, or $12.99, something like that. But honestly, guys, it is so worth it. The only thing I have to say about it is you have to really shake it before you use it. If you don't shake it as well, it's gonna look ugly and crusty like this one. And you guys can see this nastiness. And when you actually mix all the product, I have two. This one I use it for a concealer whenever I don't feel like using a super heavy concealer, and this one I use it for foundation. So I really, really like these foundations. I feel like they're nice. I feel like the dropper is really nice, and I love to pair these with the Farsali drops. Just a little. This foundation I want to talk to you guys about is a cult favorite for mine. You guys know that I've been raving about this foundation ever since I found out about it, and I am talking about the LA Girl Pro HD Coverage Foundation. You guys, this foundation is so inexpensive. Look at how veiny my hands look, and with such little piece of product. I'm just gonna show you guys a little demo. Look at the coverage it has, but doesn't stop there. When you want coverage but you don't want a super heavy or cakey foundation, this is the way to go. What veins? Look at my veins from this hand, look at the other hand. No veins at all, you guys. The foundation, the coverage is insane, the product is insane, because it is so freaking affordable. You guys can find it at Ulta. Sometimes they have good deals like buy one get the other one 50 off, so I tend to stock up in my LA Girl products. But I highly, highly, highly suggest you guys use this foundation if you have dry skin or normal skin and you're in a hunt for a new foundation. This is like $7.99, you guys. It is so affordable. I can't stress it enough. I think I have a review on this one only. I don't think I've done a review on the others, but I definitely have to get back to those videos also. And I will put that video in the e-cards just in case you guys want to check out my whole review on this foundation. You guys know that I'm always talking about it. This is probably like the 3rd or 4th bottle that I buy from this foundation. So that just completes to tell you that I freaking love it. So that concludes our video for today, you guys. I hope you guys like it. Thank you guys so much for all the love that this series has been getting. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will have another video throughout the week, and just to show you guys some new products that I've been testing out. Maybe the ones that I'm wearing, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in our next video.